My name's Valerie Stern. I am a physician assistant and have been practicing medicine since 1997 when I graduated. And I've specialized in dermatology for many, many years. I started in dermatology in 1998 and have actually done a lot in the field since that time. At present, I also am on faculty at Keck USC School of Medicine PA program. I've been there for many, many years teaching in the didactic and clinical skills aspects of the program. I also am the co-chair over the SDPA Diplomate Fellowship Program that we've recently taken the huge undertaking of revising, which is finally completed. So I've been doing that as well, which has been a lot of fun. I work with LearnSkin, which is an integrative dermatology educational platform online. And we are there to bring the holistic or the alternative aspect of medicine into the allopathic practice model and fuse those two in such a way that we're able to optimize our patients' care. And let's see, I work in private practice in Los Angeles, California, where I've been for many years. We do both general and cosmetic dermatology and do it from a more integrative standpoint. Conferences are important for so many different reasons. Number one, you are going to get some of the latest information, and information changes like crazy nowadays. All we have to do is look at the advent of biologics, which isn't new, but the more refined biologics is a much newer situation than it used to be. Now we've got a new biologic happening every day, along with different indications for a biologic that maybe was there. So learning about those things are important. The other thing I think for APPs is that in many cases, these APPs are being put into practices where they may not have a supervisor or somebody right on the premises with them at that moment. This can seem a little bit intimidating and daunting. These conferences teach you you're not alone. These conferences teach you where that doctor is and there's 10 different practices and text me or send this or that or whatever. It helps to bond and share so you know this is how it is in other places too. You feel a sense of security. Also, you're with your tribe. And when your tribe says, hey, I'm alone on Tuesday afternoons, I've never had a problem, but what if? How do you handle it? There's some reassurance in knowing that there are other people that can assist you, even though legally speaking, we got to look at you by state and who your supervisor is and all of that stuff. But there's that. There's also the fact that we are a different level than the MDDOs. We don't make the money that they make. We're not the ones signing the paychecks or the ones ultimately signing the lease or telling the corporation what goes where in whatnot. So we're truly staff just like everybody else is, but we're a little bit different because we're generating income as opposed to being ancillary staff where you have to be there in order to make the practice run smoothly. So that can be challenging, and truly advanced practice providers get this in a way that not everybody else does. So being at a conference or a dinner or whatnot where you can share these experiences is huge. Also, if you're looking for a job, tips on that. If you're having problems at your job, tips on that too. If you feel like you're being treated like the medical assistant and whatnot, your advanced practice providers can relate to that and how to maybe best address these things. It's really important to do these in-person things from time to time, even though we do love Zoom as well, because you do get that energy and that bond and that feeling with somebody, and you know that it's right. As far as our preceptors or our supervisors or our doctor leaders go, I think it's important for them too, because it's good for them to be on the same page as us too and see where we're at and where we're coming from. If they've got happy PAs and NPs, then they need to know why too. I think it's also good for them to see that when we went through school, we didn't learn 30% or 50% of the education just because our program was different. We had to cram it all into 2.5 or 3 years. I put my ex-husband through medical school. So I did that and then did this. And it was like harder because it was shorter time. It wasn't fun. But anyway, that's getting way off the track here, but we have to learn it all. And so they need to be mindful of that too. And then where they feel, their gaps might be. Are they a good leader? Are they a good mentor or whatnot? Are they supporting that new PA in a sense where they understand the conditions that they're being treated or being taught to see? And then also helping them grow so that they can deal with more complex illnesses and so on. But I think it's important for them to see that. And I think it's also a great place for them to see how dedicated these advanced practice providers are, and also how incredibly intelligent they are. These people are not an echelon below anybody. They are amazing human beings that are out there doing the work so very carefully and in a dedicated manner that we truly, for the most, have a pretty good following overall. And I think we want to maintain and, either establish and maintain that commitment with these people that we're working for.